President on Media and Publicity, Office of the First Lady. So can you tell us, is the wife of the President in the country as we speak?
I can't hear you, sorry.
I'm asking if the wife of the President, the First Lady, is in the country as we speak.
I'm sorry, Kaidi, this is not part of what I was actually invited here to discuss in your studio. I will not be speaking on that because it's not part of what we agreed for me to come and discuss. So let us leave that issue out of the interview, please.
Well, Ms. Abdullahi, the news is in the public forum, and I thought this would present an opportunity for you to either clear the air or otherwise, but you're clearly choosing not to speak on that. I'm sure you know that this information will definitely help Nigerians to make informed discussions when next this appears on media. So are you still saying that you don't want to respond?
Let me say it this way again. The First Lady, although, married to the President, nevertheless, she is a citizen of this country who is entitled to her own right to privacy. So I think if she chooses not to speak on a particular subject at any point in time, she's entitled to her own right to privacy. And that is where I wish to leave that issue as of now. That is her own right, and she do not choose to speak at this material.
Well, Ms. Abdullahi,
I will not.
Understandable, but please extend greetings to her at this Yuletide period.
Thank you.
The Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, the Office of the First Lady, Mr. Aliyu Abdullah, has parried questions demanding Aisha Buhari's whereabouts during an interview on television. While speaking on Channel's television program, Abdullahi had been asked the whereabouts of the First Lady, but he tendered an apology and said he was not on air to discuss such issue. Abdullahi, who spoke from Kaduna State, stated that the First Lady was entitled to her privacy and she could decide to answer such questions or not. Sahara reporters had exclusively reported on December 15 that Aisha had been in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, since September after the wedding of her daughter, Hanan, and she had therefore not been involved in any government activity. Sahara reporters had gathered that the First Lady was not in a hurry to return, despite spending over 3 months, and she reportedly stated that the Asu Rock villa was not secure for her family. This came especially with a shooting incident in June which caused panic among the villa occupants. The last public event the First Lady held in the country was on September 4, when a flamboyant wedding was held for President Muhammadu Buhari's daughter Hanan and Mohammed Surad. When asked during the television interview where the First Lady was at the moment, Abdullahi said, "I am sorry, this is not part of what I was invited here to discuss in your studio. I will not be speaking on that because it is not part of what we agreed for me to come and discuss. So let us leave that issue out of the interview, please." Let me say it this way again. The First Lady, although married to the President, nevertheless a citizen of this country who is entitled to her rights or to privacy. So I think if she chooses not to speak on a particular matter, she's entitled to her privacy, and that is where I wish to leave the issue as of now. It is her right, and she did not choose to speak on it. Okay? Yes, that is what we're going to be hearing. But the question is that the position the position of First Lady that they've carved for themselves, is it free or are they being paid? Paid on what? Paid as a to exercise some duties or what? Because this country, a lot of things are going on that we are not not privileged to know. Not that we're not privileged, they are always hiding it, and it is not in the interest of the people, really. Of course, they can argue it. Oh, she has the right to do this. She has the right to do that. Even the, if you want to look at it from that particular angle, even the president that was elected in the recent, is still discharging his duty as at the way the Nigerian people want it. People are saying, talk heart to us. Don't be speaking through Gabashewu. Those ones are being paid, and you are being paid heavily. You are not paid to come and be speaking through those people. So if the president himself that is being elected, that is being paid heavily. When I say heavily, everybody knows that. He does not talk to you. He does not. We don't even know what he's doing. Even what he does, or his actions or his policies are not even are detrimental to the people. Most of the policies. So what are we talking about? If people are not going to be holding the man elected responsible, is it the wife that was not elected that will be held responsible? But another thing is that the position of the first lady is it a official thing, or is she not being paid? And if she's being paid, or the office is recognized by the constitution, and it is the taxpayers money that they are using to fund all of those things to a very large extent, unless maybe she's not a part of the government. But if the taxpayers money is being used on her separately, that means to a very large extent Nigerian people will want to know the whereabouts, because you guys cannot just be collecting our money and telling us we don't have rights to ask you question. Based on that, if the position or the office of the first lady is not a constitutional, and we are not being it's not being funded by the taxpayers money, then they can let her be. But most attention should be on the president who was elected, and whether the people are getting the dividends of a democracy through him. It's a different ballgame entirely. People have talked, he's not even answering anybody. Sooner or later, Nigerians will know what is happening in Aso Rock. Last time, it was a gunshot and threats at our PA. Later, she disappeared to Dubai. We will soon know. So Nigeria don't know whereabouts of their first lady. I love this country. I think so soon Nigeria will soon be searching for where is Buhari. Funny country I ever seen in my life. So we don't know where the first lady of a nation is, and somehow people think we shouldn't worry about that. Guys, can't you see how una wan make they explain now give una? She absconded her office, yet she and her aides keep spending our money every day. If she's no longer interested in her office, let the government stop allocating funds to her office, which I have already talked about. You are going to be spending taxpayers' money because you have a duty to play. You have a role to play. So they are just cheating us in all ramifications from every angle. These guys are just cheating us. They are cheating us. My question is, if Aisha Buhari as the first lady can leave Nigeria for the sake of insecurity, what is the fate of ordinary citizens? Of course, because our office is being funded. If really is being funded, she has money to fly around. You don't have money to fly around. Even the wife have spoken the truth and got tired and ran away. The outsiders who are suffering from the effects of the directionless Buhari's government are talking trash. I go soon leave this country for now. Seriously, I'm done with all the drama happening in Nigeria. There's fire on the mountain, and even in Aso Rock, and Aisha Buhari Din has been on the run. Aisha has abandoned the gullible, say barbarians, and the Buharidins that voted for the Daura dollar, because Aisha, the Buri, the change, speaks better English than Mama Peace. There is God though. Soon, the presidency may shun questions of Nigeria's whereabouts after they destroy it. First lady in the history of Nigeria that prefers to be a fugitive in another country to Fiakwa. What did you expect from Dollard? Even the boss Bubu too hide to answer bunch of clown. Mad people everywhere. Audio president governing failed states. This is a lesson to us. Patient Jonathan was called different names because she was active granting interview, always on the front of the government, responding to national issues. There is God do interview. You call President Jonathan all manner of names. Now, God has given us opposites. We are still looking for her. That wasn't Nigerians' okay problem. Try and ask when we the leaders fulfill their promises. This administration really take their time to fool Nigerians. Nothing transparent in this administration. Nothing good happens in this administration. I don't even know why people voted this wicked and poor Abokis to lead a great nation like Nigeria. I wonder how people still support Buhari. I mean, living things. Now, wow, people are searching for First Lady in her office, forgotten her husband Buhari said that she belongs to the kitchen. Can imagine. Yeah, belongs to the kitchen.